So a couple months ago, I reviewed a Canadian IMP chicken pesto pasta. I thought I'd compare the US MRE chicken pesto pasta to the Canadian. So the question you're all waiting for, is this better than the Canadian IMP? What's going on? Germs here, back with another review. Today we're going to check out a US MRE. This is going to be menu number 23, chicken pesto pasta. All right, so they don't make this menu anymore, chicken pesto pasta. This became a menu in 2008 and replaced chicken cavatelli. And the last year it was a menu was 2017, and then it was replaced by the pepperoni pizza slice. So this is going to be between 2008 and 2017. All right, so there is a date code on this bag, and it was packed on the 336th day of 2014. So this is a 10-year-old ration. Hope it's still good. I've eaten older though. That doesn't mean you should. Let's get this opened up. All right, so here we've got our main, the chicken pesto pasta. Here's the cardboard sleeve with the nutritional facts and the ingredients. We've got a cinnamon bun, some patriotic cookies, some Italian breadsticks. We've got some cheese spread, and I'm guessing if anything's going to be bad in this, it's going to be this. We've got some carbohydrate electrolyte beverage powder, lemon lime. We've got Accessory Packet A. We've got our FRH. Hot beverage bag. And our MRE spoon. All right, that's what you get in the 2014 menu number 23, chicken pesto pasta. So a couple months ago, I reviewed a Canadian IMP chicken pesto pasta. I'll leave a card right here and a link at the end of the video. That was a really, really good meal. I thought I'd compare the US MRE chicken pesto pasta to the Canadian. It's kind of not really a fair comparison because this is 10 years old and that one was kind of a newer ration. But we're going to give it a shot. So let's slap this down and dig in. Perfect. All right, first things first, we need to get this main heating up. I don't have high hopes for this, and because it's 10 years old, I probably should boil it anyways, but we're going to try this out. So first, I want to open up this accessory packet. We got our Lighthouse Bung Fluff. Coffee Instant Type 3, freeze-dried. Sounds like it might not be good. Creamer non-dairy dry. Iodized salt, which is what I'm after. Nice, we got some ground red pepper. Sugar. Moist towelette, and a dark brown pack of matches. These are darker brown than normal. Red tip, and some cinnamon chewing gum. All right, now let's try this out. Kind of ripped it. Let's put some salt in there. Get our chicken pesto pasta in there. About an ounce of water in there. Looking good. I don't have high hopes for this. I highly doubt this FRH is going to work, but let's see if it does. Holy crap, that thing's actually working. Oh yeah, look at that. Not sure you can see that. Yeah, she's rolling. Yeah, I'm shocked. It's the salt. I always forget the salt. I didn't this time. I want to put this cheese spread inside there too. I don't feel any chunks in there. Slide that right on the back side. All right, I guess we're gonna roll with this. Let's let that do its thing. Let's make this lemon lime drink. Still looks good. Calls for 12 ounces of water. This drink has real sugar in it. Set them back over here. Let's see if this is any good. Oh yeah, it's perfect. About 6 ounces of water. No cream tonight. Set him over here. Let's get these breadsticks out. Don't need that. These look good. They smell a little bit old, but they smell pretty good, actually. Get our cinnamon bun out. Don't need that. There it is. That smells fine. Smells great. And we'll get our sugar cookies out. Don't need that. Just a few more minutes and I think that'll be warmed up and we'll be ready to eat. All right, I decided to take the main out and boil it in water because this FRH, yeah, it's getting kind of hot, but it's not hot enough for me. Being 10 years old, I wanted to boil that and make double sure that that was going to be okay to eat. I'm sure it is, but I thought, might as well be safe. Let's get that cheese out. Yeah, the cheese is just warm. It's not hot. So let's get this opened up. There it is. It smells really good. It smells incredible, actually. So let's get it out. Right off the bat, it smells just like the Canadian pesto pasta. So right off the bat, I can smell the basil in this. It looks very oily. I think that's just because it's 10 years old. I think we just need to mix it up some. Nice big chunks of chicken. There's chunks of tomatoes in there. There's pine nuts. Rotini pasta, just like the Canadian pesto pasta. The smell is very incredible. Yeah, it's 10 years old, but I think it's going to be just fine. Well, let's go in for a bite. Looks really good and it smells awesome. Yep, that is really good. And actually, I really can't tell the difference between this one and the Canadian. They taste very similar. They look very similar. You'd never know this is 10 years old. Definitely got to try some of this red pepper on it. Just going to put a little bit on the corner here. Give that a shot with the red pepper on it. That's really good. This dish has a lot of complex flavors going on. That red pepper just took it up a notch. It's got just enough heat now. I love heat, so I'm putting this all in there. Get that mixed up. Let's try one of these breadsticks. They're very, very dry. You can see all the herbs in that breadstick. We've had these before, but only newer. Not bad at all. They're still good. Let's try this cheese. It's pretty oily. It doesn't look too bad. I'm just going to give it a little taste. That aged well. It's very sharp, and I like that. Let's get some on a breadstick. Very oily and messy. I won't be heating up the cheese anymore. All right, now you know what I got to do. Got to put some of this into this pasta. And then we're going to do this. All right, now this ought to be good. All right, we got our cheese, got our Italian breadstick, and our chicken pesto pasta. Let's give that a shot. That's outstanding. That is such a great combo. There's so much complexity in that dish now with the addition of the breadsticks and the cheese and the red pepper. It's out of this world. I cannot believe this is 10 years old. Last bite of this. That was outstanding. I don't know why they got rid of that menu and replaced it with the pepperoni pizza slice. The pizza slice is okay. That is so much better. There's just so much depth of flavor in there. You can taste the garlic, you can taste the basil. It was oily at first from all that olive oil, but once you got it mixed up, it was nice and creamy. The chicken was very tender. The tomatoes were a great addition to it. Outstanding. Lemon lime drink. It's a lemon lime drink, but it's really good because there's real sugar in there. Let's try out the Coffee Instant Type 3. I'm pretty sure this is my favorite, so let's try it out. Yeah, that's my favorite coffee in the US MRE. Coffee Instant Type 3. It's not bitter, it's not acidic, got a really good coffee flavor to it. Robust, but not too dark, not too strong. That's good coffee. Let's try out this cinnamon bun. There it is. It's pretty flat, but I've had these before. They're good. This one's nice and moist. Gotta have coffee with it. That's the way to do it. I think that's the best cinnamon bun I've had in an MRE. It's still nice and moist, still very, very flavorful, and it goes great with the coffee. Last bite of this. Again, outstanding. Let's try out these patriotic cookies. Those are fine too. They're like cookies you'd get in a Happy Meal from McDonald's. Let's finish these up. Can't complain about that. Let's try out our cinnamon chewing gum. Very tough to chew, but great flavor. I like the cinnamon gum probably the best. See if this moist towelette is actually moist. Would you look at that? I mean, it's still just like it was made yesterday. I'm kind of surprised about that. Might as well light a match. They work. All right, well, there you have it. That was the 2014 US MRE menu number 23 chicken pesto pasta. This one being 10 years old, I was a little bit concerned, but not too concerned. I've eaten much older than this, but you always have to be careful when you're eating out-of-date food. So I don't recommend you do this at home, and if you do, you better be very careful. That's why I boiled that main for about 15 minutes after being in the FRH. I just didn't want to take any chances. But I was very happy with how this held up. The Italian breadsticks held up great. The cinnamon bun held up great. Those cookies held up great. Coffee was great. Lemon lime drink was great. This held up perfectly and must have been stored very, very well. So the question you're all waiting for, is this better than the Canadian IMP? Yes. Yes, it is. But it's not that simple. Both of those mains were almost identical. I really couldn't tell much of a difference. They were both excellent. Where the difference lies is with the sides. You got Italian breadsticks with this, and you got cheese, and you got some red pepper. That made all the difference in the world. Being able to mix up the cheese and the Italian breadsticks with a little bit of red pepper, that's what sealed it for me. The additional items that came with this meal were just spot on. If the Canadian IMP would have had something like that, I'd say it would have been a draw, but I have to rate this one better than the Canadian IMP chicken pesto pasta. All in all, just a fantastic menu. It's sad that it's not a menu anymore. I really liked this menu. So if you stuck with me through this US MRE journey, I really appreciate you being here. I appreciate you watching. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you like my content, make sure you subscribe down below. If you do subscribe, make sure you click that notification bell so you're notified when I post new content. And if you don't want to subscribe, that's cool too. I just appreciate you watching, and I appreciate you being here. And I'll be back soon with another review. Later.